injury claim.
Racist murderer! This is not that bitch! Get him bail! No bail! That's it! You want that?
Outbursts of emotion in court today as correction officers are arraigned on murder charges in the death of Robert Brooks. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Mark Mulholland. Sabrina is off tonight. 6 New York State correction officers are accused of murder tonight. Prosecutors identified the men who they say took the life of inmate Robert Brooks at Marcy Correctional in December. Tessa Bentulin was in Oneida County Court today as one after another the handcuffed defendants pleaded not guilty. Tessa joins us now live from Utica. And Tessa, the reaction from people in the court was an indication of how emotionally charged this case is.
Yeah, Mark, that is absolutely correct here in Oneida County. We heard from some supporters, some family members and friends of Robert Brooks. Some of them made their points heard in the courtroom, actually. Some, as you heard, were saying no justice, no peace. Some of them even called the defendants here murderers. So it was a very politically charged in that courtroom. And as for the people charged with murder, these corrections officers and sergeants, as for murder, there were 6 of them that were charged: Nicholas Anzalone, David Kingsley, Anthony Farina, Christopher Walrife, Matthew Gallagher were all charged with murder. There was another one that was charged with murder, but that name has been redacted from this indictment because they have not yet been arrested. As for manslaughter, Michael Mashaw, Michael Fisher, David Walters, charged with manslaughter, and one more, Nicholas Gentile, charged with tampering with physical evidence. And we also learned in this indictment as well, it says Mr. Brooks was at various times restrained, beaten, choked, among other things, with minimal resistance. And these beatings and other assaults were perpetrated by the defendants. And it also says in this indictment that these defendants did nothing to restrain each other, did nothing to stop the beatings, and failed to immediately order medical assistance. And also in the indictment, it says that one of the people that were charged here, Nicholas Gentile, the man charged with tampering with physical evidence, actually cleaned the area of Robert Brooks' bloodstains in an effort to conceal the existence of said assault. Also, for many of these defendants, bail was set at $250,000, giving them the chance to go home to their families, something that did not sit well with the family of Robert Brooks. And we spoke to his father today after court.
He did a crime. He went to jail. He was sentenced to 12 years. He did 8. He was preparing to come home to make a difference in his community, to make a difference in my life, to make a difference in his little sister's life, to make a difference in his big brother's life. He was denied that opportunity. So he didn't get to come home.
So the family is happy that there is charges in this case, but they're upset with that bail that was set. We also spoke with the Onondaga district attorney here, who is the one that is handling this case of Robert Brooks, and he tells us that the family of Robert Brooks does not want him to die in vain, and they made sure of that with this court hearing. Reporting live here in Utica, I'm Tessa Bentulin for News Channel 13. Mark, back to you.
Tessa, good work out there. Thank you very much. At a news conference immediately after the charges were read, Robert Brooks' son demanded justice for his father, saying that learning that his father's death was ruled a homicide was very painful but unsurprising.
I would never get my father back. The men have robbed me of that opportunity. These men murdered my father. It was on video. The whole world got to see it. Waiting up for these charges have been extremely hard, but these men need to be prosecuted and convicted of the crimes they made.